Hey, everybody. It is early July, and I'm just getting organized to get our love readings out. And so I decided to do live just by the elements. So we're going to do tonight, we're doing the Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. And I just welcome you from the bottom of my heart. Tonight we're using John Holland's beautiful deck, the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, which is becoming a very favorite of mine when I'm wanting to understand love and romance a little bit better. So welcome. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot, and it is my pleasure to allow the cards to encourage and inspire anyone who is shy, socially awkward in any way, people who feel more comfortable writing, texting, being indirect than one-on-one. All of those folks are part of my tribe, if you can have a tribe under the sea. But sometimes it can be really hard to speak your heart, especially when the pressure's on. So what I learned this week, that if I could just be calmer, even though I felt uncomfortable in this particular conversation, I did manifest more calmness than I usually do. And so I don't know what will come of the conversation, but I felt like I really had a victory for myself personally. So I didn't need to address somebody else's problem. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to just do a very simple 4-card draw for each water sign. And we may need clarity. If so, that's what we will do. But thank you so much for joining me tonight, and see what the energy is for July for you, Pisces. And so we have embrace, moving on. What's been going on with you, Pisces? And reach out. And at the bottom of the deck, we have clarity of belief. Okay. Let me just take a look. So Pisces, where is your stone? Let's put that in the center of things. Okay. It does look pretty clear here, because there has been moving on is at the heart of the issue here for you, Pisces. And it might be where you're actually moving on from something that was a positive, that the circumstances weren't good, the timing was off. Maybe there was love and you felt that you were, at one point, I think you may have felt like this person was the person. And there was a feeling of embracing love and devotion. And then there was a moving on. But there's like a softer energy around this. So I'm just going to grab my other deck here for clarity for us. Let's see here. What do we want to use? Oh, I know. Sorry, you guys. I'm like, where's my deck that I wanted to use here? Okay. We'll use this one. Okay. So I feel when I've overlooked the cards that even though there has been an energy of pushing beyond, moving beyond, and I keep getting this feeling that this is not a sharp breaking, that there was maybe even the two parties knew that the greater good was that they would walk together separately, but just still holding such regard for one another. So let me just draw a couple of cards. What does the embrace card show us? What do we want to see here? Yeah, the star and the Three of Pentacles. Yes, so there is something very tender here. A lot of healing has been going on. Okay, so all right, so I'm seeing this as a release that you're whatever it was that broke, and it could be that somebody actually passed away for you, Pisces, because there's an acceptance here. With the arms open and lifted into the air, there's a deep acceptance of a world shaking change, and maybe even the wisdom to embrace the change, even though something broke in the teamwork of what you knew to be. The star card is here, and the star card is, of course, the card of healing. So in this embrace and the moving on, I feel that the general vibe for you in July, Pisces, is that you are seemingly walking away from this embraceful part of your life. And as you walk forward to this reaching out card, I think that you're seeing that the time is right to step back out and to allow yourself to explore. I especially like on this card, if you see the hand, that this small part of yourself, and truly could be the inner child, Pisces, that has gone through a lot of processes here. And it could be, gosh, could be going on 2 years for some of you watching, Pisces, that are getting beyond a breaking. Because at this point, if you look at this hand, there's a full reliance on spirit. There, throughout what you've gone through, what has come out is this full reliance on the unknown, on the power of the universe that's out there. And now you have more clarity and belief than you ever have before. It's like coming out from under all of what you've been through in the last couple of years. You're standing, I like that's the Pledge of Allegiance. Here in the States, we put our hand on our heart when we say the Pledge of Allegiance for our country, or if there's a country song, the pledge, when we all sing the national anthem. And it's a salute. And to me, what it shows is a salute to yourself, that you are taking a pledge. I pledge allegiance to myself, my own Pisces nature. I've learned what I need to learn. I know how to release the things that are troubling me. I know how to rely on the highest self, the inner being, and I'm ready to step out. So Pisces, overall, I just tickled pink for you that you are, after this long period of healing, that you're really getting to the place of self-awareness on this. And yes, you have to trust again. You must get out there and fish, fish in the water, Pisces, and be social. Say yes to invitations. Definitely get out there. And let me just draw a couple of oracle cards for you from the Romance Angels deck. And then we're going to move on to Cancer. And then we'll do Scorpio. Okay. So let me just shuffle our Romance deck. What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other. You know, there was a time, Pisces, when this wouldn't be possible because you had the walls up on your own spirit and keeping yourself private. And now you know you still can. There's a part of you, if you don't want to share, that's your deeply personal self. But the more you trust and let yourself be known, the more likely it is that this next match is going to be the perfect one for you. So there you have it, Pisces. Thank you for listening. I hope that it gives you some encouragement for July. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to email me at tarotinfoplease@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. Okay, next we have Cancer. So Cancer, where's your stone? There we go. And Cancer, when it comes to love and romance for July, what do we have for you? I hope you're having a great summer, Cancer. I hope that you're enjoying the longer days. Pisces, you were first, and we have Cancer, Scorpio coming up next. What is it that the cards have for beautiful Cancer? You may find that your reading, even if you decide to listen to all the signs, that there is so much similarity and energy in the water signs always. Okay, Cancer, let's see what we have. Whoops, oops, this card spit itself out of the deck. Love, all right, that's good news. And then we have challenging times. Cancer, what's going on for you? And we have confront. Ooh, things are hot and juicy, aren't they, Cancer? You got stuff stirred up from June that you're walking forward with here, too. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. And we have embrace. Embrace showed up in the last read, too, for Pisces. So you might want to take a look at the Pisces reading. Okay. So, Cancer, it looks to me like you are coming into July after a June of having met somebody. So those of you who are watching this reading and you haven't met anybody, this may apply to you if you're already in a relationship. But I'm definitely picking up the energy that this is for someone who is in a couple. I'm sensing it's new because new love is very much like this, where the two are so devoted to one another and they're wanting to spend so much time together that they're just leaning into each other and away from each other, right? If either one of them let go, it would fall down. So, this kind of lose your mind, crush kind of feeling, I think there's a reason they call it a crush. But I think that this energy is what's been primary in the last month or so. And so now you're at a moment of challenging times. I like to talk about relationships in terms of 30, 60, 90, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And so, Cancer, what you can be aware of is that in the first 30 days of having a crush and getting to know someone, there is the energy of attraction, the chemistry that's there. It can be red hot for sure. And so that can look behind these two figures as just this glowing gold, right? And so it can be extraordinarily exciting and fun to be in that stage of your relationship. At 60 days, generally speaking, there's already been some sort of compromise, but one or both of the people start to think, well, nothing's perfect. Yes, there's this flaw, or yes, I'm triggered a little bit, but it's not something I can't get used to. I'm more than capable of handling this. I can handle it. Now, the thing is, though, that there is a transition. If this is a growing relationship, there's a transition to more of a rapport, of a good rapport that's between a friendship and lovers and still with chemistry, but there's humor, kindness, and softness. So at 60 days, if it's a nurturing and nurturable relationship and connection, you have a shift out of the hot chemistry into something that's even better. But the idea of starting to compromise your true values or what it is that you want just to fit with a person, that would be a sign that the energy is off, and you'll start to know it because you're compromised. At the end of 90 days, it's usually plenty enough time to know if this is a relationship that's worth your time to invest in it or not, and whether you're compromised. And sometimes the challenging times, well, no, all the time. The challenging times are what we need, Cancer. So as the stress is coming in here and you're having a challenge, I have my little clarifier deck, so I want to look into it. But it's a time, it's an opportunity. Sometimes people say, I'm sure this is my partner because we haven't had a fight. I'm sure this is my partner because we get along so great. We are always in harmony. This could be a warning sign. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. Because if it's a truly sustainable connection, you want to be able to acknowledge the personality differences between you. Because as you do that, you will allow the challenge to lean you back internally so that you can practice letting go, practice surrendering. Some of you know I've been watching Michael Singer and he's kind of changing my world. And Cancer, the thing is that when you have a challenging time and when you're having a crush with somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean run the other way. It can be used as a tool for you just to practice that letting go that Michael talks about. Okay, so let's just draw a couple cards here and see what, oh, see the Tower. So with the Tower, somebody, one or the two of you thinks this is a Tower moment. So I'll explain about that in a second. Let's see what our other card is. Oh, good grief, Cancer. Ah, you've got the Tower and the Devil. So the way the cards are set up, it's just a thing of beauty, if you ask me, because this is you. I mean, you are a romantic. You want this. That's what you're wanting. And this last connection, you thought you had it, Cancer. You did. But you started suspecting things. You started doubting a while ago. And part of you has been kind of, just hesitant to see what's right before your eyes. But the truth is, this challenge that's here for you now, the clarifying cards are the Tower and the Devil. Okay, so definitely one or both of you is seeing this as unsustainable, that it can't be overcome. The difference is here. So this may be for only one or two Cancers watching this, but what this is saying is that you have to trust your gut. You have been feeling these challenging times lately that have been bothering you, and you've been trying to make peace with it. And the fact is, it won't stop, right? So that doesn't mean that your person has to change. In fact, we can never count on anyone changing. But what it does demand is that you do some confronting. And the first person to confront is yourself, of course. And just, are you happy? Is this relationship bringing you everything that you want? Have you already been doubting? Have you felt a lot of distance between you? And have you even thought, what if nobody else is out there for me? Oh, Cancer, please don't think that. I mean, being able to confront your disappointments and really address them is going to help you so much. Learning how to let go of something that really wasn't that good in the first place. And the reason I say all that is because of this embrace card here. There's a part of you that is really embracing this truth. And even as you hear me talking it through, you're aware that this is absolutely a fork in the road for you. Are you going to go off to the left? Are you going to go off to the right? What I'd say is the best thing to do is to surrender and stop trying to solve it for yourself. Run, don't walk to Michael Singer on YouTube. Just do a Google search, and he will start to help you understand how to let go of this. I love when love stories turn around. I love when you can go back and find this kind of connection with the person that you are fond of. So if you're at a place where you think it's breaking apart, here's what I want to say to you so that you feel inspired. if this person comes back to you, and if the person really has changed and wants to make it work with you, it would be brand new. It would be starting completely over. There's no fixing what's here now. That's here now. But later, if this person comes back to you, what kinds of things why would you, first of all, ask yourself, why would I want them back? Just ask yourself. And then ask yourself, is it worth the investment of my time and effort to regrow this? Or do I want to start again? Because chances are it's taken you so much wisdom and courage to get to this point where you are ready to do what you need to do to get yourself separate so that you can think clearly about what it is that you're wanting to manifest when it comes to love. So let me just grab my angel deck. I just feel strongly that an angel prayer would be very helpful for you, Cancer. Okay, let me just grab my cards. And this is the deck I'm pulling from right now. Kyle Gray. Okay, so Cancer, what is my advice? My advice to you is to pause, put yourself in a moment of reflection, take to heart what this is saying, which is one or both of you is sensing a deep divide in the connection that you started with. You can only choose for you. So it's up to you to decide, are you happy? Do you want to continue? Or is it best to embrace the future open-handed for what the universe has for you? Let's draw a card here. Okay. All right. This makes me want to take a deep breath. So I think that the wisdom for you, Cancer, is to spend time outside, barefoot on the grass, walking in nature. Allow the healing energy of the planet to meet your needs right now. When you are walking outside, there's something very cool that happens. Your vision, you automatically scan left to right when you're walking. And nature is so beautiful to the eye. And as you scan left to right as you're walking, you actually clear emotional energy. It has to do with eye movement. I'm such a geek for this kind of stuff, but I would do a lot of walking outside, and I credit that walking with keeping me grounded, balanced. And by that I mean not worried about things I cannot change. Okay. And another recommendation is the work of Michael Singer or Wayne Dyer. Either one of them, their voices are wonderful. What they teach is magical because there is a way to live without being bothered. Michael Singer has a video called Stop Bothering Yourself. It's definitely worth watching. And Cancer, I'm going to be sending you energy this month. Be sure to watch the daily cards because they are all designed to lift and inspire, encourage, and bring healing to the collective. I'm drawn to do daily cards Monday through Friday because it keeps me in the game. All of us have days when we lose our inspiration a little bit, and drawing a card just for a theme for the day can be really enlightening. That's why I do that, to share with people. So thank you for being here, Cancer. If you want to reach out and let me know what's going on, I'd love to hear from you. You can email me at tarotinfoplease@gmail.com. And now, last but certainly not least, we have our beautiful Scorpios. And Scorpio, I am a Scorpio. And so I have the sisterhood and brotherhood of many delicious Scorpios, perhaps misunderstood from time to time. Has that ever happened to you, Scorpio? Have you ever been misunderstood? We're going to do our reading tonight for July. What is the love vibe for us for July when it comes to love and romance? It's hot and humid here in Tennessee. It's delicious summer. Where I lived before I moved here, I was often chilly, even in summer. And coming to grips, just being at peace with the weather has really been a good practice for me because I don't want to be complaining about stuff I can't change. Can I hear an amen from the peanut gallery? Oh, I forgot I turned off my comments tonight. Okay, one more ruffle through. Thank you for being patient. And we'll see what is in the cards for Scorpio. This is the deck we're using. Isn't it pretty? Thank you for being here with me tonight. I'm Catherine. It's Fish Out of Water Tarot, tarot that's designed for the shy, the chicken-hearted of us. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what we have for us. And so we have love abounds. Gosh, I've been saying that lately. Love abounds. Rest and reconsider and shine. Wow, Scorpio. Let's get this up here. Okay, good. And let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, we have joy and stability. Oh, man. Ah, Scorpio. Scorpio, what I see for you tonight, and when I'm looking out over July, I see a wonderful array of radiant self-confidence. I feel like this aura here that we're seeing, the joy and stability, it's coming because of the resting and reconsidering. There's been a lot of upheaval in the past, and things have been coming to peace. And I think that you've been feeling the purpose of things, that at this point, it's like, let's see, the blue is just bringing up the energy of the throat chakra to me, and the green is the heart chakra. And I just feel that through this last length of time, whatever, it's a one, so it's a fresh start. It could be 1 year, could be 1 month, but there's something about your ability to stand it's hard for me to express what I'm feeling, that your healing light that you have been working with, the influence of the healing light is now solidly at your back. So you've had that strong past experience of healing. I can almost feel that, like a warmth on the middle of my upper back that just shows that. And then that the eye of spirit looking forward, and the ability to just see abounding love everywhere. That part of who you are right now only happened because of the time you've spent resting. You have chosen to detach from things. You have chosen to release being upset. Now, me personally, there's a reader I watch, Jimmy at the Tarot Ship, I think is who he is. And I love his Scorpio readings. He's very fun, but he started talking a couple months ago about, now, Scorpio, I'm shaking my finger. Now, Scorpio, you're going to want to snap back, but don't. You're going to feel yourself ready to sting, because we have our tail, but don't. And he's so fun and lighthearted. I took his advice, mainly that I was aware that I was about ready to say or act sharply, to defend or define, rather than using that moment to be aware. Hang on a second. I have an option here. I don't need to involve myself. I can stop. And so rest and reconsider. Every time that you resist taking the bait, every time you're able to pause for a minute and consider, do you want to snap at that person? Your ability to love and be loved is exploded with power. Look at the radiance of the joy and stability. Scorpio, because we are so intuitive and we can kind of see through people, it's so important that we guard when we are reacting or not. We are quick to zzz if somebody says or does the wrong thing. And now that you've moved beyond some of that hurt in the past, you have more control now than you have in maybe ever. And so your ability to rest and reconsider, allow yourself to have less reaction, more acceptance. Your ability to go forward is going to help you speak your truth in love. You need to set your partner up for success. You're attracting. Look at that with the sun right there. There's not a better card in the deck. So July, we're looking at you've done the work to really create a strong vibe of I can handle anything. You've learned how to rest and reconsider and allow yourself to flow in and out of your joy and stability. When your joy slips a little, you know exactly how to bring yourself back up through any of your tools, whether you use tapping or yoga, journaling, affirming, watching YouTube tarot videos, Abraham Hicks, Michael Singer, Wayne Dyer. Educate yourself with people who believe in shifting your mood and how much it impacts your love life. Because when you're shining like you are right now, Scorpio, the sky's the limit. And you're going to be attracting some very interesting people this month because you are this, because you are vibrating at this level, pouring love out on people, places, and things. Wherever you go, feel free to do it because all it does is add to your joy and stability and make you shine. So let me grab my oracle here for you. Now, what oracle do I want to use? I'm going to use the Romance Angels here for you. This is very exciting. Now, if you may be a person who is really not interested in romantic love. So let me just say just a word about that. If you're a person who is either, let's say that you're in a couple already right now, so this is not about new love, or you could be a person who's just working on your business or your art. You may be just starting a new project and you've got so much love abounding. You can see it in your mind's eye. You've been what do you call sitting on the nest? You've been incubating it. Even the joy of creation is bringing you this wonderful feeling of foreshadowing what good is going to come, and the shine of confidence towards your project, towards your work, or towards your art could be exactly what this reading is about for you. Sometimes I think of that when I'm drawing love and romance cards because I'm a very happily living single here right now for now. So this reading to me has a different take, primarily because I'm growing my connections here on the channel. And so this kind of love and joy comes out every time I'm here visiting with you. And I need to rest and reconsider always where my priorities are, what's important to me as I feed my spirit so that I can feed your spirits. Okay, so Scorpio, let's pull a couple of romance angels cards for you. And the first one we have is keep an open mind. Definitely. You are so attractive right now, Scorpio. You're going to be attracting all kinds of different people. So I would say keep an open mind. If you're a person who has thought, I have a certain type and I don't date outside my type, I would definitely keep an open mind. Watch for people that are just so charismatic that you feel a magnetism that you cannot deny. And then we have very soon, I totally believe that these cards are red hot. I'm surprised that the Knight of Wands didn't show up here. So definitely be specific on how you want to feel when you're with your person. Use this pre-paving. Abraham Hicks talks about pre-paving. So what you want to do right now, tomorrow, it's a day off, is go ahead and write down not necessarily who they are. I know you've written lists before, but be detailed. How do you want to feel while you're with your person? And be specific. I want to feel adored. I want to feel taken care of. I want to feel like I'm the only, I want to feel when he's with, or when they are with me, that I am their number one priority. I don't mind if my person has priorities and friendships, et cetera, and relationships outside of our coupleness. But when he and I are together, I want to feel prioritized. I want to feel listened to. I want to feel, I like when someone's curious about me. So when I hear curiosity coming towards me, it's a turn on. Okay. So that's what I want you to do. And that will prepare you for the very soon. And then the last card is forgiving and learning. Yes, yes, yes. No perfectionism here. You know, nobody's perfect. Because you're attracting a lot of fantastic people. You can, you know, you'll have your choice. But be sure to stay soft. Stay soft if people mess up. Ask yourself, why did that bother me? Okay, for sure. I would definitely do that. If you get triggered, if something bothers you, I don't like everybody says triggered. But if something's bothering you, just say, why is that bothering me? Ask yourself, and then just sit quietly and listen. You might want to journal about that. But your ability to stay flexible and open communication, being able to talk about boundaries, all of these things are really important. So what I would suggest for you, Scorpio, is you could do some research into the work of John Gottman, Gottman, wonderful material on what makes relationships work. And then Harville Hendrix, he wrote the book called Finding the Love You Want and Getting the Love You Need, or something like that. Harville Hendrix, excellent work. And he talks about how we tend to attract the same people over and over again, and that there's tools right in there. Why do you attract the same type of behavior in your partners? Harville Hendrix will answer that for you. So anyway, thank you so much for being with me tonight. This was a lot of fun. I will do more of these because I love the spontaneity of it and the magic of handing this out to people. No idea who's listening to it, where in the world they are, or what they're doing. But what I do know for sure is that being able to manifest more love, whether it's with your friends or you're just even the most peripheral people in your life, practicing loving gestures towards people, practicing kindness, and giving people the benefit of the doubt, asking yourself, why does that bother me, will keep you soft and more appealing, and people will want to spend more time with you, and all of us. So have a wonderful rest of your week. Happy 4th of July to the people here in the States. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Thanks for being here.